All right, welcome to a screencast for our teacher suites to use a tool down here called the custom group list. This custom group list lets you identify what students you may want to track grades for. It is a simple way to see what missing assignments particular students that you set up have. It is It also will show you missing work list for your homeroom, and I'll show you those two components. If you're a learning support teacher or maybe an intervention teacher, this is really nice for you and our study hall supervisors as well, because they can create custom groups of students that they track and find out what missing assignments they have in one shot rather than going through each individual student's PowerSchool. So the first thing you need to do is click on the custom group list. When you get there, a sheet that will most likely be blank will show up. I've just started to input some names to show you how to set it up. So what you'll do is go over here under student, and you will start to type the name of the student that you want to follow. I'm going to purposely put in some students that I know have some missing work as of today, just so that we'll see what that looks like. So one of the students that I want to follow is Sifa, and her name will pop up here. I'll just click to say yes. I'm just pretending like this is Miss Velador's science class, so I'm going to keep my class the same. Let's pretend like all three of these students have science first period with Carla. Again, I'd put my teacher name in. And this is a first period class that happens on A and B days. And you'll notice that column F will already self-populate. Now, let's say I wanted to follow some students in Miss Velador's second period class, theoretically. Then let's say, for example, I wanted to follow Krista. I would put her in. I could say Science 2, same teacher, because it's me or Carla. I would say this is second period AB. And you'll notice that the label has changed. All right. So again, that's how you input students. You don't have to really worry about the AB days. You could just put period 1, period 2. If you don't even want a period, you don't have to. Maybe the class, instead would be, let's say I want to follow Joe Cook. Maybe the class is, learning support, and it's Chambers. And maybe I just want to have this be group 1. I could just put a 1 there, and that be learning support group 1. So really you can customize, even though the headings are here, you can customize this to fit your needs for what you want the label to say. So once you've created all the different custom groups that you'd like to have, or groups of students you want to follow, you'll come back down here and scroll back to find the tab that says work list, and you'll click there. Now I have put the work list in, so this all should be up and running. There's different ways to track the work list. Right now, since it's the start of the year, there's not as many assignments in as there will be at the end of the year. And I can tell you, if you came up here to select by group and you tried to do all students by the end of the year, it's going to run very, very slow. So that's probably not something you're going to want to use. However, if you did want to see a list of all the missing assignments, you can click all students and it should be alphabetical. I have a little function problem here I'll fix, but you can see the names of the students. This is not something that should be projected, obviously, to students. This is only for teacher use. The pull down that you'll want to use would either be your homeroom or your custom group. So let's go to homeroom. Since I've already used Miss Velador, I'll continue to use her as my example here. So what should happen once I click homeroom, the homeroom names should load. And if I was Miss Velador, I would go down and find my name. We're going to give that a moment to load. And you can see, and this should be Carla's homeroom students. So this isn't all of her students. These are only students currently, as of 2 minutes ago, in PowerSchool that have missing assignments. So you can see the student name on the left, you can see the particular course, you can see the teacher, you can see the assignment name, you can see when it was due, and then how it was categorized in PowerSchool. This is helpful during advisory time or Mondays if we don't have a homeroom lesson, or even Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. If you don't have a group of kids pulled in, you could definitely spend some time with your homeroom students and say, hey, you know what, Aiden, it looks like you've got some missing assignments, and pull Aiden up and show him what is currently missing. Now, if you wanted to go back to Carla, looking over those specific custom groups, like those groups that she created of these students, she could go to custom groups. And then here you will see the different groups that I created. So let's go here to the group I labeled Science 1. Only students that were labeled Science 1 would show up. Now you're saying, why did no one show up? Well, I had Elise and Ava Brewer in there. They don't have any missing assignments, so there's no work for them listed, which means they're caught up. However, I do know my Science 2 class, I purposely picked those students. We'll give it a second to load here, and we should see some names come up. All right, nothing like your screencast not wanting to work. Sorry about that. So I got it back. I think it was just on a little bit of a delay for whatever reason. So for some reason, and I'll get this fixed, when I click on my select group under custom groups, then the tag isn't showing up, and I'm not really sure why that's not happening. But regardless, you should have a pull down menu with all the different custom groups that you have created, and then you can click on that in your teacher suite. So I went back and made a new custom group just to show the 2 students that I knew had the missing work. So Sifa and Krista, for example, if they were in my custom group Science 1, you can see what missing work they have. Again, this is really helpful for learning support teachers. You could create a custom group of learning support students that you follow. You could easily just have your teacher suite open, go to work list, and see exactly what it is those students are missing each day, rather than going to each student's individual PowerSchool and looking up those missing assignments. Now, again, it's only going to show you missing assignments. It's not going to show you other assignments. Again, so, excuse me, where you want to go then is your custom group list. Create your custom group list with your label. Those labels, whatever they may be, should show up back here on your work list tab for you to use. Again, another one you might want to use is your homeroom. I think that one, again, is very helpful, especially if you see kids sitting during Little Hawk time and you're like, hey, you've got work to do. Sifa just also happens to be in Dr. Arnone's homeroom, so she could definitely have a conversation with Sifa. Hey, it looks like you have some work you need to complete, or is it maybe that you need to go see some of these teachers and get some help on this work, or go through another lesson. So hopefully that feature will work for you the way that I think it should, and be a helpful tool for you. Every Monday, I go ahead and update the work list. So it is possible by Friday, a kid might say, hey, I actually turned that 3 favorite films assignment into Mr. Matson. That could very well be true. And I will update, like I said, every Monday with that work list. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to help you set up your work list if that's something that you need, but hopefully this tutorial will help you get that started. Thank you.